Hello everyone, Gigs here once again for another Constantiam spawn base tour. And today we are at I'm hazarding to guess a 2016, early 2017 base. I visited the base in April 2017. I know at that stage it was looking fairly good, but it was very shortly after that there was a little bit of griefing and the base had been abandoned by the builder, and the builder was Crumblecrunch. Now, I haven't seen Crumble on the server for a little while, so I'm guessing they have gone off to do other things or are playing on another server. However, they did continue playing after this place was griefed. I don't know where they went off to, but obviously abandoned this build. So, here we have city made by Crumblecrunch. Feel free to loot, but don't grief. Yeah, I think that part of your sign got ignored. We had visitors. Ichigata was here in one of the dates in 2018. Again, it could be September or June, possibly June. Give it. Oh, see which one's right. You guys are confusing with your dates. Lax Dude, another player we haven't seen on the server in a while. March 31st, 2017. Again, I was here in April 2017. KGB, another player not on the server for a little while. May 2018. Rocket Boy, don't recognise that name. In May 2019. And Lilu was here on October 2018. So a few visitors around the place. I think there used to be more signs, but maybe some have gone, or maybe my memory is confusing me. Hard to tell. These chests are pretty much empty by the looks of it. Yeah. Just a few bits and pieces around as people have emptied out their junk out of their inventories, no doubt. You can see there's a little bit of marking out here. I wonder what that sign says. Go up there and have a look. What does that sign say? Looky. Oh, he was going to build another boat here, maybe? Possibly. That's the grief of the other boat over there, which we will pop over and see. I think I've got a couple of screenshots, one of this building and one of the boat, so I will show those off if I can locate them in my folders. Now under here you can't really see it. Actually, I might need to turn options, video settings. No, brightness is all the way up. Don't want that. Is that my problem? I don't know. It's a little bit dark in there. What of a nuisance. Sometimes switching between clients can impact your brightness settings and can go a bit funny. I did turn brightness off in order to do a base tour the other day, and it could have been what it is that ruined it all. But I think if I go down here you can see parts of the... Oops. Oh no, I didn't run the sign. But it doesn't look like anything was written on it anyway. So we've got bits and pieces in here of the building that was being built. You've got a bit of brick. You can see, sort of see, if I go here, you can see the outside of the building there, which you'll see more of in my screenshot hopefully. You can see it was quite a big... I think it was going to be an officey style or an apartment style building. I've got all the way over there. See more of it up there. Definitely darkness in here. I think there's a road over here. What's this? One out. Oh no! But this was a road, so you can see the road. Sort of there, you can see the road markings under here. So that's sort of the middle of the road markings. So the plan was to make quite a few of these buildings. You can see that it'd come all the way over to here, and again it's going to fly up over here. It's quite a big build, and I think that how far in do we go before we find the building itself in here? Stuck. Yes, I'm griefing the lava cast. I can't really see the building in here. Maybe we are too tall for it. Why did they build this up so high if the building wasn't this high? Oh, now I can't find the start of the building. They're a pain. No, it's too far under there for me to be able to dig it out enough to show how tall it was. But you'll see it in the pictures anyway, just to sort of show off where it was at. More of the underground area, nothing under there. You can see clearly the road part there a lot more going down under here. So he definitely had plans for this being a big base before it got found and griefed. Now over here, was there anything over here? Zoom over here. So I'm guessing there was, maybe this was potentially farms. These almost look like they could have been water spots in a farm that has been blown to smithereens. I don't remember ever there being withers here, but then the early base griefs didn't have a lot of withers involved. They were mainly TNT griefs. And you can always tell when you're at an older base because there's a lot of skelly horses about. So there's quite a few around this base. That's always a good indication that you're at an older base on the amount of skelly horses. That was before the updates to the game, which stopped them spawning as often. So if we head on over here, this is the grief of the ship. So unfortunately, I'd really hoped when I came here that we would get to see more of the ship, but unfortunately, because the last time I was here the ship was still intact, unfortunately it has definitely been lava casted, and being a wooden ship it has come to much sadness. You can see sort of the side bits which were the portals that the cannon sort of stuck out the side of. Sorry about the darkness. Definitely got the skeleton of the ship there. That's sort of still remaining, and I think if you go underneath it more, so if we go on the outside and go, crash, bang. If we go on the outside, you can definitely see under the water sort of the shape of the ship there. So it's a fairly sizable ship. With quite a lot of detail to it. Just a shame that I can't really show it off in its ungriefed format, but quite a lot of effort was done by Crumble there. And I suppose a bit of effort by the people who decided to come and grief his build. It was quite a tall ship as well. Again, probably something I can't really majorly show off because of the grief, but you can definitely see, you know, the masts were up this high, but again, being wood, it's all been burnt to pieces, but that's where one of the masts were. So quite a big quite a big ship that he made, more skelly horses out in the ocean. Would have been nice to see what he ended up making of this base. There was signs at one point that did indicate where he planned on going with all of this. He had like a power plant planned and little bits and pieces. I don't know where the signs are though. Can't see them, they may be gone as well, but yeah, he did have it marked out as to where he was going to be putting things and planning things. So it would have been quite cool to have seen it finished, but in the meantime, it's just a set of ruins for people to come and visit and see as they come along. But yeah, that is pretty much all there is to see. Not much, but I just still wanted to show it off anyway. It's nice to be able to preserve some of these things that have gone on in the server before they get, well, again, this is fairly majorly grief, but before they get grief beyond all recognition. So again, I'll see if I can see what screenshots I've got and I'll share them. But in the meantime, you have a great day.